Hello everyone, hope all are doing good. In the last session, we had seen Unit 1, Activity 1. In that, we had seen landscapes. We had studied about Kanu Patel's painting, and I had also given some homework. Hope all have done with your homework. And today in the session, we are going to see Activity 2, Water Dance Part 1. The poet of this poem is Thomas Locker. He was one of the major American painters of the past century. He spent his entire life in serving two of his great passions, painting and nature. Locker touched the hearts and minds of countless people. So let us see how this poem is helpful to us. Water dance. Can water dance? It's a question. Now all must be thinking, but how can water dance, right? So in the title itself, we get the figure of speech personification. It is the representation of a thing in the form of person as an arts. It can also be described as a non-living thing is given a human quality of dancing. Now, let us see what the poet wants to tell us about the poem. Water is one of the most valuable resources which God has given us as a free gift of nature. So we need to understand that the importance of this gift, and it's only because of this we are surviving on this planet. So, why Earth is called the best planet to live? Yes, it's because of water, right? So children, we see that poet is used the pronoun I. For example, I am rain, I am mountain, I am waterfall, I am lake, I am river, I am sea. The poem describes about water bodies. It also tells us about the role of water in streams, rivers, clouds, and in many other forms. Water is available to us. It explains us about the importance and the beauty of water, that is about water cycle and its journey in the form of in other forms. So let us see the poem. Water Dance by Thomas Locker. Some people say that I am one thing, others say that I am many. Ever since the world began, I have been moving in an endless circle. Sometimes I fall from the sky. I am the rain. So we see in these first lines that some say that I am one thing, but the others say that I am many. So from the time this world started, I am moving in circle continuously. Sometimes I fall from sky. So water that falls from sky is what? It's rain. So in these lines we have seen water is described in the form of raindrops, that is rain. Next, sometimes I cascade, I tumble down over the moss-covered rocks through the forest shadows. Cascade, waterfall in series, tumble down, falling suddenly. Moss-covered rocks, a small green plants which grow in wet places. So we see that the water, it falls in series and it falls suddenly, and it runs through the rocks and also the forest shadow. We see that it moves, and the water that moves from the forest shadow is given the name mountain stream. Next we see that at the foot of the mountains I leap from a stone cliff, spiraling, plunging. At the foot of the mountain is the lower part of the mountain. I leap means jump from the stone cliff. It is the edge of the stone, that is the cliff. Okay. Spiraling is coiled or round cone shape. It goes round and round the water. Plunging is forcefully falling. There is a force, we see that because of that force the name is given waterfall. I am the waterfall. So till here we have seen the three forms of water. So the water that falls from the sky is rain, and the water that flows from the mountain is mountain stream, and the water that forcefully falls from the edge of the stone cliff is waterfall. So today we have seen the three forms of water. In the next class we are going to see the other forms of water.